My name is John Noble. I'm director of the British Brands Group. We're an organisation that represents brand manufacturers in the UK. And particularly we provide the voice for brands and we champion brands. Our members comprise brand manufacturers, and so these are companies that actually make products that have special meanings for individuals. So they're branded products. We would regard, if they have that connection with consumers, that they're differentiated, distinctive, and play a specific role in their market, we would see that as being a potential strong brand. Brands are meaningful to the individual. Actually, that's fundamentally where I think brands operate. And so when you say, are brands meaningful, to British people, absolutely. You've just got to mention the iconic British brands, be it the Mini, be it, sort of Marmite, be it Oxo, be it Horlicks. These are Fairy Liquid. These are all products that have been around for a long time. And over those years, over those constant use by individuals, they've come to have a particular value to the individual and mean something to individuals. And so, yes, there's a very strong British connection with brands. But I think, people everywhere like their brands. But I also think that the UK is a particularly strong market in which to create and build brands. And that is because of our world-class brand building creative industries. And so that's our advertising agencies, our creative industries, our design companies, our digital agencies. These are all world-class companies who understand the building of brands and support companies worldwide in the building of brands, but also particularly support British brands. The benefits that branding brings to companies is that branding is all about differentiation. It's all about being distinctive. It's all about standing out from the crowd in a marketplace, saying to your market, be they your domestic shopper or be it a business customer or whatever, I am different. I am better. Buy me. And I am different from the competitors, and that is a quality that strong brands all have. They are distinctive. They stand out from the crowd. Branding depends on intellectual property for that mechanism to work. Because as soon as somebody is successful, you've always got others who want a little bit of a free ride. I'll copy them, they've got a winning formula. And so what you've built up as being distinctive actually then is soon copied and you become generic. And that is the total opposite of a branded marketplace. A branded marketplace is a marketplace of differentiated products, all seeking to be as close as possible to the needs of an individual consumer at a particular point of time. The opposite of that is a commodity marketplace, where actually quality is less important. It's all about price. Everybody is competing head to head, purely on price. No incentive to invest in quality, no incentive to invest in promotion or communication, no investment in your reputation and your sort of the way in which you do business and whether or not that aligns with the needs of society. Total commodity market. And that is the anathema to brands, and that's what you would have if you didn't have intellectual property. The percentage value, sort of market value of a company that's comprised of branding will vary sector to sector. Typically in consumer markets, it could be 50% of a company's value. I think the highest figure I've ever seen for the value of the brand to the company is Nike, where people put 80% of the total value of Nike is down to the brand. So extraordinarily valuable and very difficult to copy. So it is, the brand is Nike. Well, it is the consumer's understanding of Nike as the Nike brand, but that is very difficult to copy, and that underpins Nike's incredible commercial performance. A lot of people talk about the value of companies. And the branding is very good for branded companies, and you cannot deny that. If you look at the percentage of market values that branding makes up for companies, cannot deny extremely valuable for companies. However, their benefit goes far wider than the benefit to companies, and one of the benefits is to countries. Some people would say that if a consumer is buying a branded company or a commodity company, it's a zero-sum game, and that that there is no broader benefit to the economy if they buy one over another. And I think that fundamentally misunderstands the contribution of branding, because I think branding acts as a catalyst for innovation. Innovation drives growth. I think also branding helps commercialize innovation far quicker than would otherwise be possible. Because if you've got a new, untried way of people living or way of people working, they're going to be nervous about that. There's risks attached to that. Attach a well-known brand to it, then suddenly there's a reassurance. These people would not risk their reputations on something that isn't going to work. That encourages consumers to take that new way of living, new way of working, takes it up much faster than would otherwise be the case, commercialises it, and that is a benefit to the economy. I'm John Noble from the British Brands Group. Ideas matter to me because they make the world better. They make the world better for individuals, but also right up to the planet as a whole.